Hello YouTube, I'm Ty from the Gaming Hound. Now, being a child of the 80s, I grew up in a time where home entertainment value for video games wasn't really at its peak. All I had to keep me company was the original Nintendo and the oldest shit Sega Master. So, as you can imagine, growing up in the 80s and the 90s, I found myself at local arcades. And no, not those stingy corners stuck in the back of a local movie theater. No, they usually, back in those days, people actually had arcades. Big ones. They were all over the place. One in particular that I've had fond memories of was in the Pickering Mall, just down the road from where I grew up in Whitby. That being said, the arcade games that I liked playing were the best of the best, and they only cost you a quarter back then, not like $2.50, $3 like they do today. Nah, one quarter be enough to start you on your way to awesomeness. The ones that I liked the most were the rail shooters. Now, for those who don't know what a rail shooter is, it's the one where you pick up a plastic gun, like so, and you just aim it at the screen, like so, and you shoot any enemies that you come across your way, and you, as the player, have absolutely no control over the movement of your character. Your job is to make sure you shoot the bad guys before they shoot you. Now, let's fast forward to today. Already considered a dated system, the Nintendo Wii, which would be, in my opinion, the perfect candidate for this video, was purposely designed for motion capture technology. Of course, yes, the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, they have their own motion capture system like the Kinetic and the PlayStation Touch, but they were an afterthought. No, the Wii was specifically designed with motion sensors involved right into its base template. The whole thing that made it what it was. It was based around motion capture technology, which made it a perfect candidate for this video I like to call On the Rails. So enjoy. Alright, Dead Space Extraction, the prequel story that tells the events of what occurred on Aegis 7 before the Necromorph outbreak took place on board the Ishimura. This really just sets the whole standard for rail shooters for home entertainment because it was really accurate, fast-paced, intense, not so much scary like the previous games, but still, it would definitely get the pulse raising a couple of beats when you start looking at a Necromorph that's coming right at you and you gotta do nothing. You can't shoot it in the head like it's a zombie. No, you gotta tear off the limbs still. That's the only way to kill a Necromorph. Take off its limbs. Arms, legs. Heads will only really just blind them, but they'll still come at you. Oh, yes. This is really a trip down nostalgia lane for me because it just, like I said, with all classic rail shooters, you cannot control the direction of where your character goes. So, sure, you get a fork in the road where you choose left or right, but once you choose that direction, that's it. The game takes over from there. It is your job just to make sure you survive the trip from point A to B. You always get really scared too because you start doubting, is that corpse going to jump up? Holy shit! That little bastard just came down from the ceiling. I never saw him coming. Yeah, you get to freeze them just like you could in the previous games, which is good, but you can only freeze one asshole at a time. Better than nothing, I suppose. And this game also offers a very quaint, not too complicated, but still annoying puzzle system. And don't think for 1 second while you're trying to figure out this little, puzzle that you're safe from being attacked. No, no, no. The Necromorphs will still jump you while you're still in the middle of doing this. So you got to be quick. Don't touch it. Ooh, you'll get hurt. You'll get shocked. You got to stay within the boundary. So my advice to you is don't drink a couple of cans of Coke before doing this because you're going to be jittery. You're not going to be able to hold still. Oh, yes! Nailed it. Total stud right here. You got to point the cursor at the door to open up the specific areas. You get a quick opportunity to get upgrades for your weapons to make them stronger, have more ammo, that sort of thing. And you're not on your own. As you can see, you're always with a group of survivors. It gives a really strong sense of story. It really progresses along nice and smooth. The pacing's nice, and the action is pretty intense, but not at the same time overwhelming. Very balanced, and you know what? In my opinion, this is like one of the solid rail shooters for the Nintendo Wii. Well done, execution's great, and even though it originally came out exclusive for the Nintendo Wii, it's now also available for download on the PlayStation Network. And I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it can even be found on Games on Demand for Xbox 360, but I'm not positive, so don't quote me on that. But I know for a fact PlayStation Network has this. But you're going to also have to buy your what do you call it, the PlayStation Touch separately. So Yeah, so you're not only paying 20 bucks for the download, but you're also paying another, like, what, 40, 30 bucks for the little accessory that comes with. In my opinion, nah. Just go find a Nintendo Wii. It's cheap now anyway, especially with the Wii U. All you gotta do is just buy the original system, and it comes with the controller, and you're good to go. Yeah. Oh, man. The sound, the sound effects, the soundtrack, the music, everything. It's all authentic to the whole Dead Space universe, and it really just fits well. Really get a sense like it's really intense, and it feels like a Dead Space game. This is why I give the game 9 out of 10. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. My favorite villain in the entire Resident Evil series, Albert Wesker, he gets his own game, which is pretty awesome. He's not really so much the main character of the game, but he's more or less the ominous ghost phantom figure in the background. And after you beat every major campaign level in the game, then you can do one or maybe sometimes 2 levels of playing with Albert Wesker, and it'll tell the story of what he was doing during those points, during the classic moments of the Resident Evil series, what he was up to. Oh God, I hate spiders! Oh, God, no. I hate spiders. I hate spiders. Okay, interview's done. We're finished. I don't want to do this now. Okay, they're gone. Oh, fuck me, I hate spiders. Okay, gray monkeys. I'm okay with monkeys. I can shoot a monkey in the face. Okay, that did not sound right. I didn't say that. Okay, yes, zombies. Zombies are everywhere, but in this game, you have to deal with a mega shit ton of mutant creatures, too. The zombies are more or less just a means to an end to give you a little bit of breathing space while you can either reload, look for some ammo that might be dangling in front of you, glowing on the screen, but ultimately, yeah, these guys are nowhere near as intimidating as the oh-so-scary mutants that you have to deal with in this game. It's just, whew. Resident Evil, The Umbrella Chronicles. Such a great game. Yeah, there's my boy, Wesker! Yes, sir. Every major classic monster you may have only seen in just one game, and that was it. They all make a debut, come back for this amazing Wii exclusive, or at least it used to be exclusive before. It also ended on the PlayStation Network, but still, just like a classic rail shooter, fast-paced, good momentum, doesn't ever sacrifice anything for anything else. It's always got a great story, but at the same time, great action. There's even some scary moments that'll make you jump out of your skin. Ooh. Yes, you have to use the melee combat. You know, the Wii really comes in handy. You just shake, and it throws a knife in front of the screen. You have to jiggle your controller to reload your gun, sort of like you'd be like ejecting a spent clip on your gun. It's pretty cool how they put this little thought process together. It was really just, oh God, bats, really? There has to be bats too, just because they were in just the one game? Well, yeah, everyone gets a fair shot in this game. Talk about equal treatment for the monsters. And yes, this game has boss fights. You will run into tyrants quite a few times in this game. Oh, yes. Look at that ugly SOB. Ew, his heart is on the outside. That just seems like such a major design flaw. I know it wasn't probably intended. The T-Virus just randomly mutates one person after the other, but come on! Yes, while playing through the game, you see little subtitles and little voice-overs. You know, if you're Wesker, then it's just him giving his little pithy, insulting, and somewhat very evil speech. But, you know, it's still pretty entertaining to help keep the story aspect of the game going. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this tyrant, he knows he doesn't have to run anywhere. He's got you cornered. There's nowhere for you to run. He just shanks you once with that giant harpoon stuck on his arm, then you're dead. Ooh. At specific moments in the game, you'll have to press certain buttons on your Wii controller to dodge, or maybe initiate some sort of action sequence that will, you know, counterattack, but more often than not, it's just a dodge feature. Oh, jeez, thank God I stocked up for ammo for this boss fight. Oh, he is down! And, of course, this game was so successful that it had a sequel. And what they did for Resident Evil: The Dark Side Chronicles was just fix some things that might have been noticed in the first one, like you just saw right there. You can actually see your character reload your guns now. And it takes place in a completely original story telling the prequel tale of Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil's, you know, most popular characters such as Leon S. Kennedy and him teaming up with a one-time bad guy, Krauser. It just tells the story in a prequel setting how they came to be. And you can actually see, I, for one, picked Krauser for this level. And a lot of the times I found out that you also have to babysit Leon. He has his own health bar. Zombies will not just attack you, they'll attack your partner. So it's sort of a low point for this game where you not only have to babysit yourself, but you have to look after your partner. So it can be a bit annoying at times, but still, it gives a sense of authenticity. You can also, like I said, see your character reload weapons. And it also really gives you a strong sense of story. And I love the story. You know me, and I love video game stories, so it's a bit of a trade-off. But if your character, Leon, your partner, dies, but you're fine, game over still. So you got to keep him alive, as well as yourself. Since this was a sequel, and because of the phenomenal success of the original, this has a higher budget for graphics, and the gameplay has been really polished up. Not that there was anything wrong with the previous game, but I just feel like they just put much more effort into this. So this sequel is actually better than Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. And there isn't too much Wesker in this one, but you would still, after every major campaign level, give a little, would be given a little bit of a hidden gem, a little extra nugget of storytelling that would furthermore expand on the Resident Evil universe. Oh, jeez, more spiders. Oh my god, their eyes are huge. No, wait, no. Oh, yeah, Jesus. Oh, you bastard. Why'd you wait for me to look? Oh, yeah, see, zombie. Oh, look at that. You see the zombies going after Leon. The zombies are more or less just a chance for you to catch your breath when you're trying to just walk it off. Oh, God. Alright. Ooh, okay, I'm good.
The river took the bridge out. This way.
Oh, yes, piranhas. Yes, there's monsters in this game that float in the water. They come right at you. Kill them. Yeah, this is where the melee combat really comes in handy. You don't have to worry about aiming. They're just coming right at you. Just go swing. Jump. Yes, sir. Yes, you have to use health items a little bit more accurately this game. Oh, God, another spider. Oh, thank God they're so weak as shit in this game, but they're so creepy. So I give this series, as a total, 8.5 out of 10.